We come to our final chord pattern of this harmony section. I will just repeat that this is by no means a complete survey of all the options. There is an awful lot left to be explored, and I encourage you to pay close attention when you're improvising to see what possibilities you find. But this is a very, very common chord, and it's very useful. The chord is chord 2, and it's in first inversion, and it has a 7th in it. So chord 2 on its own is just a D minor triad in C major, and with the 7th we have a 7th chord. Now if I put this in first inversion, which is where it most commonly occurs, this is what we get, and it resolves to chord 5. So we're going to look at it from the 3 starting positions. So we get there like this. So the way you could think about this is that instead of going to chord 4, the note that would have gone to the F goes to a D. And then this resolves into a G major chord. So there's a common note here, and the others move the nearest way to G major. From this position, again, we could go to an F major chord, but this note which could go to the F is going to go down to a D. It then resolves into G major. Lastly, we could go to F, but this is instead going to go to a D into G. In this memorization assignment, we practice the progression from chord 1 to the first inversion of chord 2-7 to 5. Now we practice chord 2 with the 7th in first inversion, but we do it in the minor. So again, just as we could go to chord 4, this F instead becomes a D. So from this E flat, we could go up to the F, but instead we go to the D. Watch the E flat, it could go to the F, but it goes to D. And again. So in this memorization assignment, we now cover chord 2 in first inversion with the 7th in the minor. In this improvisation assignment, we now incorporate chord 2 in first inversion with the 7th, and we also have available to us everything else that we've been learning. So I will give an example in C major, and I will ask you to do all 12 keys. In this improvisation assignment, we will incorporate chord 2 in first inversion with the 7th into a minor key improvisation. I will give an example in C minor, then I will ask you to do one in all 12 keys.